Hi guys, this is GSN.com and I'm here with the unboxing of the Xiaomi Mi 5X, which is basically the same phone as the Xiaomi Mi A1, which we unboxed recently. They have the same specs, although they have different OSs. So Xiaomi Mi A1 runs on Android 1, this one runs on MIUI 8. Or maybe even 9 if it's been updated. They have the same dual camera, the same metal case, which is quite good looking and nice feeling, and the same Snapdragon CPU, plus the quantity of RAM, dual tone flash, and so forth. So this is an unboxing, and you can find the Xiaomi Mi 5X at gearbest.com at only $214. Now, inside the box, we should have a pretty straightforward package of accessories. An extra box inside the box. Here you can see the SIM key to access the slots, because we do have micro SD and nano SIM. This is the USB Type-C to full USB cable. And then let's see what else. Here on this side of things we find a charger, which is pretty small, one of the smallest I've seen lately, with a promise of 5 volt and 2 ampere charging, which is pretty typical and straightforward. And then comes the manual. Let's pull it out here. Got the instructions and info about the Xiaomi Mi 5X. That's everything. As usual, Xiaomi does not include headphones, in case you were wondering. Okay, put it back in with the accessories on the side, and let's see what's different compared to the Mi A1, which should get a review, or better said, already received a review on our channel recently on gsndom.com. I have to say, this phone feels very light. Even though it's not supposed to be a biggie, it feels very light. Now, it's a 7.3mm thick phone made of a unibody metal shell. It's got dual SIM, dual standby, and it weighs 165 grams. It comes in pink, gold or black. It's got a 5.5-inch screen of the IPS LCD variety with a Full HD resolution and LTPS technology. It relies on the uber famous Snapdragon 625 CPU octa-core processor clocked at 2 GHz in tandem with an Adreno 506 GPU, and we've seen the same CPU on the Huawei Nova, Asus Zenfone 3 and the Motorola Moto Z Play. It's booting up, maybe a bit slower than the Xiaomi Mi A1. I'm going to go with English this time and perform the initial setup. Skip, agreeing to the terms, skip. Skipping the step. By the way, there's a fingerprint scanner at the back, in case you're wondering. I'm going to choose the default theme because I'm familiar with it, and the setup has been completed, I would say, reasonably fast. Now, I was listing the specs. You get 4 GB of RAM here, 32 or 64 GB of storage, a micro SD card slot, and the screen is now brighter, looking a bit better. Okay, terms of service, and at the back we find a dual camera. These are two 12-megapixel sensors, got a dual tone flash. There's also telephoto lens, an optical zoom, plus 4K video capture. So two 12-megapixel shooters and one 5-megapixel shooter for the selfies, which I have to warn you, judging by the Xiaomi Mi A1, shouldn't be much of a champion. As you can see, the interface is familiar if you've seen a MIUI device before, and I can see a Mi remote feature here, which means one thing: we have an infrared emitter at the top. You can control a TV set, set-top box, and more. The battery is a bit on the generous side. We got a 3080 mAh battery inside here, which should take you easily over 1 day of usage, but we'll see once we test the device. Let's see the actual version of software. It's Android 7.1.2 with MIUI on top. Should be listed here somewhere. It's MIUI 8.5, and in the future it may get MIUI 9 till we get to properly review it. Now, speaking of interfaces, even though Xiaomi Mi A1 has Android 1, it still kept the custom MIUI camera interface. Guess what? We find it on the Xiaomi Mi 5X as well. So we got a portrait mode here. You can create a bokeh effect. Got your optical zoom to X, and we got your modes, including HHD, which is basically night mode, straighten, beautify, audio, square, and as usual, Xiaomi has the interesting feature which tries to identify your gender and your age. Sometimes it misses, sometimes it hits, but in the end, it at least tries. So this is the Xiaomi Mi 5X. Functionally and the hardware same as the Xiaomi Mi A1, but this time it has MIUI instead of Android 1. It's priced at $214 on gearbest.com. We'll be back with a full review very soon. This has been gsm.com. Bye bye.